Alrighty guys, what's going on? So today in this video, we're going to have a couple different things. As you guys read the title, there's an unboxing, a big announcement, and a bunch of other things in this video. So, first thing is first, I'm going to unbox the new bluegill swim bait. Now, it wasn't actually supposed to be here until Monday. It was supposed to be here Monday, the 29th, but it got here today, which is the 26th, I think. So I'm pretty excited. Now, this is actually an unbranded bait. I've never bought one, but it's unbranded. It doesn't have a brand, like it's made by people that, don't really have a brand. I've never bought something like this, but it turned out really good, I think. It doesn't look like it'll break. And the finish and the paint on it looks really good. I like how the scale pattern is on it. And plus it was only $11. And it has some rattles. I'm sure you guys can hear those. They're pretty loud. And here it is. It's a 1.5 ounce bluegill swim bait. It's actually pretty good size. Yeah, there is what it looks like. As you can see, it's got the single hinge glide bait style to it. But if you look at it, it looks really dark up in the back and stuff. It looks a really dark, kind of a purplish black color. And that that imitates a bluegill really well around here. Especially during the springtime, it seems like the bluegill around here turn a really dark, kind of a purple color. And this here mimics it really well. And the color name on it is female bluegill. So I think that they were trying to target those like spawning bluegill colors when they made this. They also had a male bluegill color, which actually the male bluegill color looked a lot like a summer fall kind of a color. And I'm actually kind of thinking about buying that, but I don't know. I think I'm going to buy the shad one that they have. They have one that's a 7-inch, which is pretty big. 7-inch, what is it called? Musky glide bait shad or something like that. And it's a pretty good bait, pretty good sized bait, but it looks really good. And it's made by the same company that this bluegill swimming is made by. And if the shad looks like the bluegill, or looks as good as the bluegill does, I'll be very satisfied. Now, one thing that I was worried about when I bought this unbranded lure was the components. I was worried that the split rings weren't going to be very good. The hooks weren't going to be very good. And actually, for an unbranded bait, the hooks are really good. I've had branded baits, like, what was that one brand? You guys have ever heard the Cream brand? They actually make hard baits too, and I bought a few of them. And there's another one, it's called like Leviathan USA or something like that. Some really weird brand that nobody's ever heard of. The hooks on them sucked. Like, you could literally you could use your hand and just go like that and break them off. I actually did with the big musky popper that I had from them. And they're just junk. I actually took the musky popper the first time when I broke one of the hooks, and I just whacked it on the ground, or not on the ground, but the water, because it had grass on it. And one of the hooks broke. So yeah, those were pretty crappy baits. But this here is a pretty good bait, and if you guys can tell, the tail has that kind of a fabric, or what is it called, a fiber tail to it. I don't know if that's going to make the action look better on it or something, but it looks really cool. And also, if you guys notice, the mouth is open to where it'll dive a little bit and it will run a little bit straighter. Now, that there is just something I've heard people say about swim baits, about different company swim baits. I don't know if this one here will be the same or not, but this swim bait here looks really good. And I'm looking forward to possibly buying some of the shad version of this bait. But anyway, getting into the other things that I was wanting to talk about, I'm actually going to tomorrow, I'm going to put some of my baits online for sale. They're going to be sold locally. They're not really going to be world, national wide sold, but they're going to be sold locally, just to give me a little bit extra money. So, because as you guys know, I'm going to be taking the big trip to Lake Chickamauga in Tennessee. I had a stupid moment there. But we're going to be doing that trip, and I want to save as much money as I possibly can for it. So most, like 99% of my money I make doing chores and stuff is going to that. So I'm not going to have much to buy other baits. So what I thought about doing was selling some of my baits, some of my wooden baits and some of my soft plastic baits. And I also got these molds in yesterday. You guys can see that there's a double tail bait. I got two colors here with me just to show you guys. You can split it in the middle, or you can keep it to where it's not split, and it'll have more of a flapping, single, what is it called, subtle action to it. Then there's a couple little craws. These craws will be really good on like a little finesse jig, or possibly on a bed weightless. I think these will really catch a lot of fish. You guys can see that one. There's kind of a greenish brown. This one here is a full brown color. Then I have some brush hog style baits. Got a green one and a brown one. You guys can see. Got the little twister tails. Got the little appendages. Of course, they're not brush hogs exactly, but they are brush hog imitators. But yeah. So I'm going to be selling some of those baits locally. They're not going to be like available to people from Oklahoma and stuff like that. Not really going to be world available, but they are going to be sold locally. So I'm thinking about like $3 or $2.50 for 5 in a pack. And one thing I've noticed actually about making these lures is you can never get the same color twice. It's very hard. It's very it's very hard to get the same color twice, because every color is just a little bit different, a little bit lighter or darker than the first original one. And that's just something that's going to kind of be, that's just what's going to happen. And something else that I've actually started to do was experimenting and using glitter and feathers and double lure making. Like I pour one part of the mold with brown plastic, and then I pour the rest of it with white. Just making different colors, different color designs. And some of them have worked out, some of them haven't. It's just, that's just the way it is. But you'll never know if it'll work if you don't try it. So I tried a bunch of it. Some of them didn't work, some of them did. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, smash the like button. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We are almost to 200 already. I think like a week and a half ago I was at 134, and now I'm at 192. Only 8 away from 200. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.